Hey America, how's it going? Hope life's been good to all you out there. Things are going pretty good for me, sorta. But today I want to talk about an article that I read about online recently. Um, and it is, I can't remember the name of the author for the life of me now. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Um, it's by this, I don't know how, this woman, Alyssa Bereznik, however you want to pronounce her last name. It's a weird last name. But she decided to write an article about a date she went on through an online dating service. I think it was OK Cupid, something like that. And so her date was with a guy who happened to be the world champion of Magic the Gathering, which is, I'm sure many of you have heard of Magic the Gathering. If you haven't, you need to, get out of the freaking stone that under the rock you live in, because it's fucking Magic the Gathering. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest fan of it. I like playing the game when I used to play it. I don't play it anymore because there's just really no one around that plays it that I know. Um, but she went on a date with this guy, unknowingly that unknowingly, not knowing that he was the world champion of Magic the Gathering. Um, But the way she starts off her article, she says she came home drunk and created a profile on this site and proceeded to go out on a date with this guy later on. Alright, fine, whatever. Um, but then she, casually finds out through conversation he's the world champion at Magic the Gathering. So she's curious, she Googles him and finds out, sure enough, that he is the world champion and he does all these tournaments and whatnot. And so she goes on another date with him, and then she proceeds to ask him, all these questions basically. Do you still play? Yes. Who are your friends? It's basically people I play Magic the Gathering with, and all this other shit. And she goes on saying how all that counted completely against him. How after that conversation happened, she thought of him as this complete extreme nerd, and she never wanted to see him ever again. And that kind of pissed not only me off, but from the internet and the comments that I've read and people tweeting about this damn article, she pissed off a lot of freaking people. And rightfully so, because I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, okay? Yes, I'm wearing a Speed Racer t-shirt, and no, it's not because I like the show, it's just out of sheer nostalgia, but I am a freaking nerd, okay? I went to damn Comic-Con, in case you haven't been following my videos or blogs. Okay, I'm a nerd. Half my friends are nerds. I love comics, I love games, movies, everything. Blah, blah. Point is, you don't just dismiss someone because of their hobby or because of the fact that they're a nerd. And she wrote this in her articles like he was such a dweeb, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, really? Like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to be, up here and make him, like, down here? Like, really, who the fuck are you? I'm trying to be civil here. I could throw a lot more worse words around and call her a lot of effed up names, and I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying not to be a douche, because there's a lot of words I would love to call her in this video, but I know it would disrespect a lot of people that I know. And it's just like, seriously, like it. And you know what, it would have been one thing if she had talked about how, what his personality was like during the date, if he was nice or if he acted like a douche or, blah, blah, blah. But she didn't. All she talked about was the fact that he was this world champion of Magic the Gathering and how it completely threw her off. And the fact that he still played was just such a turn off for her that she completely disregarded everything else about him. So again, it would have been one thing if she had talked about his personality. It would have been one thing if she said, oh, well, he's into this, and, in our conversations, I never really kind of clicked with him, and I didn't feel anything there, so, I wasn't really interested in him, whatever. But she didn't. She went on and on about how he played Magic the Gathering, and how much of a dweeb and geek he was, and how that was just such a negative against this poor guy, who, from his tweets that I've seen, he doesn't really give a fuck. He really doesn't, and good for you, dude. But it's like, come on, what the hell is wrong with nerds? Okay, yes, there are those of us out there who just have really terrible hygiene, um, have really terrible social skills. Don't think you guys don't exist. I know you're there. Okay, you're out there. I've seen you. At Comic Con, I've seen you definitely, okay? You guys walk around, act like you've never seen a woman in your life before. Come on, guys. You're making us look really fucking bad, okay? Um, but yes, okay, not every nerd's perfect, but okay, you gotta love us for who we are, okay? You gotta respect what we love, why we love it, and don't just dismiss us because of what we love, okay? Because we could be the nicest freaking people on the face of this earth. In fact, a lot of nerds, I'm not saying all nerds, because there are some nerds out there that are total a-holes, but a lot of us out there, we're really nice fucking people, okay? We could be your best friends in the world. So don't just dismiss the person, man or woman, because they're a nerd, okay? Because odds are they're probably making a lot more money than you are. Yeah, I'm serious. They probably are. But yeah, just this lady was complete. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna be a peaceful guy. Okay, I'm done. That's my little rant for today. You gotta love us nerds. We're out there. We're everywhere. We probably outnumber you regular people. Just like us Hispanics. Yes, I'm Hispanic. Despite how I look, I am Hispanic. I'm Puerto Rican. So we outnumber you. So show some love and respect, and we'll return it. We will return it. Other than that, not much else is going on in the world. Oh, also there was a article because the editors of the website disagreed with this woman completely, and someone posted an article on the website, kind of a little rebuttal, calling her out, and good for them. This article is also written by women. So I'll post a link to that on under this video for all people on my blog or people watching this on YouTube. But yeah, other than that, life is life. I started getting back into writing. I recently wrote a first draft to a short story, which I'm pretty proud of. It's been a long time since I've written anything creative. I ain't done any creative writing. So I sent it off to a few people for some feedback. I got some feedback from one person so far. It was actually very good feedback. Some stuff that I'm actually really strongly gonna use in the next revision of the story. But I'm gonna wait till I hear back from a few more people. And then I'll revise the story and then post it for you all to read. And hopefully you'll like it. And then today I actually got hit with another idea for a story, but I didn't want to go into it yet because I've already got this story fresh in my mind, and I want it there, until it's completely done. Because the story I wrote was pretty intense, and while I'm kind of glad I'm taking a break from it because of how intense it was, I kind of want to get back to it and touch it up and make it better for you guys to read and enjoy. So, and then on that note, fucking Comic-Con, man. I never used to collect comics. I used to read a comic occasion here or there. Mostly just I would read or download comic book arcs, story arcs, and just read those. But now it's like, fucking hell. I got introduced to so many things, and now it's just, I want to read fucking everything now. And it's, like, I've been buying graphic novels left and right. Anything I could find that might be interesting. Mostly right now, just Batman graphic novels, which I think I showed some of you guys in my last post. I bought some more since then. I got the Long Halloween and the Dark Knight Returns, which are just really amazing writing and artwork too. At that, I think I bought another one. I bought Frank Miller's Ronin, which is just awesome. Frank Miller can't do wrong. You gotta love Frank Miller. He's one of the best out there. And then I, read the Flashpoint story arc. For those of you that don't know, it's a Flash story arc that kind of explains why DC decided to reboot the entire DC universe and start releasing #1 issues again. my number one issues, I mean they taken all the issues from every character and just renumbered them to number one, completely rebooting it. I bought the first number one issue for Justice League today, which just came out, and I'm gonna buy the number ones for all the other ones, again to collect them. Hell, I even bought the number one for the new Ninja Turtles, out of sheer nostalgia, but also because it's pretty badass. And I also bought the number one to Faith and Angel, which is kind of a spin-off comic series for the new season 9 of Buffy. So that was pretty cool. So I'm excited for what Joss Whedon and the gang have coming up for the new season of Buffy. It's not, it's a comic book, but they consider it, to be kind of a season because it is continuing the story from the series. But yeah, I'm. It's just, man, I just kind of wish nowadays I was just like a millionaire because I would just be constantly buying comics left and right. But unfortunately, I have to stick to a budget, especially until I can find another part-time job, or full-time job, whatever you want to call it. I just need another job. Yeah, that's everything in a nutshell. That was my little rant. Gotta get out there. Hope you enjoy. I will post the links to those articles I mentioned. And if you want to share how you felt when you read this lady's article. But I gotta say the article just that point that the secondary article to the first article was just so good. This lady just calls her out hardcore, and it was great, and I was glad that someone did that. But yeah, this lady, I think she has become probably the new hated person on the internet right now. I don't think there's a person in the world that likes her right now. Yeah, so nerds, love them, don't hate them. All right, bye, America.